Today on Cinder's Playground, we're going to reveal to you our top 10 favorite villains in comics. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to Cinder's Playground. I am your host, Cinder.
And I'm Jose.
And today, man, we're tackling one of my favorite subjects in all media. That is villains. Oh, and especially comic book villains, man. All right, I'm not gonna, get about my fascination with villains and why I think they're so cool and everything like that. We'll dissect all of that once we run through our list. But as usual, sir, you're going to go first. Break down your top 10. Then I will go. So, wait, do you have any honorables?
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay, so start off with your honorables and then just go into your 10. So, let me hear them.
All right. For honorable mentions, we have, in no particular order,
Obviously, yeah.
Scarecrow.
Okay.
And Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze? That in your top 10. Actually, I shouldn't bullshit. He's not in mine. But, damn, yeah, I forgot about Freeze. Fuck. All right, I might have to play him. 2 Batman villains, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yo, Batman has all the best villains.
I mean, arguably, it's either him or Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's arguably, those are like the 2 best villains galleries there are. Just those 2 people. Okay. I mean, well, you know me, I'm gonna lean towards Batman, but that's just, because, yeah, like I said, these are great things. Yeah. All right, so what do you like these 2 cats?
Scarecrow, I like. He's very like manipulative, and the way he uses his powers is pretty smart, and he's just sick. I
mean, well, the fear toxin, that whole thing, man, just like making anybody scared.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
I like the whole theme he got going around there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's fear toxin, the Scarecrow, the fact that he, embodies the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And everything like that, man. But I think one of the best uses of his power is the Injustice storyline, where he, put it on Superman. And then Superman thought he was fighting Doomsday, but he wasn't. Do you remember that?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, but he wasn't, man. Oh, what? So you don't know what kicked off that whole thing?
Was it? Didn't somebody kill Lois?
He did. He thought he was killing Doomsday. He killed Lois.
Oh. Scarecrow's a savage.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that fear toxin did that to him, bro. And I'm just like, man. I'm like, wow. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, damn. I can't even imagine how, it's one thing for her to die, but at his hands?
Yeah. Man. And he probably went ham, too. He didn't hold back. If he
no.
Yeah.
No. He killed the Joker. Just straight up. He just killed him. And Scarecrow. He killed them both. Like I said. I mean, I've said it many times. Something would have happened to those for him to, like, go over that line. Yeah. No, he killed them both. He killed them both. He's like,
yikes.
He killed them both. He was like, yeah, y'all didn't know what y'all were doing.
You fucked up.
They did. They fucked up, man. But again, that's an alternate,
timeline. Yeah.
Really like that, man. All right, what about Victor Freeze, man?
I like him. He would have been in my top 10. He was definitely one of my favorite villains growing up too. But the only reason why is I don't feel like they utilize him as much in stories and
they
stuff.
really don't.
So I feel like it's hard to put him on there with the content that he has, you know.
True. I mean,
his storyline is great. Like, you know?
I mean, that's why I love him so much.
Yeah,
his whole storyline, and I think his best interpretation is Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, 100%.
That Mr. Freeze is just like, bro, he's sympathetic.
Yeah.
He's sympathetic, bro. Like I said, all he's trying to do is bring his wife back to life, man. Like
and people just keep trying to get in his way.
I mean, and he wants to do it by any means necessary. And he don't care if he breaks the law, which I can relate. It's a human, element
emotion,
to that. Element to that, man. It's like, if I was in issues, I'd be doing the same fucking thing.
Which is why I don't know why they don't use him more frequently in storyline.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just like people could relate to it, kind of like what they did with Vulture and Spider-Man No Way Home. It made him like, relatable. Like, he's just trying to get money.
Yeah, man. Like I said, because government fucked him.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, well, y'all made me do this, really. Yeah. Y'all drove me to do this. So
what else? Sandman too.
Yeah. From Spider-Man 3?
Yeah. Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that makes people like the movie so much more when they do stuff like that.
Well, yeah, sympathetic villains. I get that, man. Yeah. Like I said, I love villains. I could talk about this shit all day, but go into your top 10.
All right. Number 10. Brainiac.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, first time you've seen him?
First, I discovered him in the Injustice 2 video game, really.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you've never seen him before?
No. I mean, I think I've seen him, but, like, I didn't really pay attention to him.
Oh, man.
I was like, he looked weird. In older versions of himself,
yeah,
right?
Him in the Super Friends cartoon was the worst, man. I was just like, oh, my God. It's like the worst interpretation of him.
Yeah, so I never really followed him because of that. But then, like, when I played Injustice 2, I saw it, and I was like, oh, this cat's pretty strong. He's giving Superman a run for his money or whatever.
What you call it? I mean, him being like a robot, or basically, or a living organism, is probably happened just in the 2000s. Like I said, but I'm glad they made the switch, because sometimes you get change with villains. Like, look, this is him from the Super Friends.
He looks like a dork.
I know. Look at that, man, with the booty shorts on.
Damn, nah.
That's him from the Super Friends, bro. He was the worst, man. Like
I wouldn't respect him as a villain.
No, I didn't.
If he tried to rob a bank and I was in there, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face. I gotta go to work or something. Do this shit on your own time, guy.
Button-up shirt and booty shorts on. That's Brainiac, bro. From the Super Friends.
Nah,
Super Friends it's bad.
That's exactly why I didn't follow him.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm glad they changed him, made him more lethal,
Yeah.
Like I said, and he's more of a villain, man. Damn, Brainiac. Okay. Next.
All right, number 9. Omega Red.
Ooh, man. Oh, man. He's a favorite, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, not top 10 favorite, but, yeah, man. Oof, bro.
Yep. He's one of my favorites. I mean, obviously I got introduced to him from the X-Men animated series.
Okay.
And I like the dynamic between him, Wolverine, and Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a cool reminiscent.
Well, because they're all were projects pretty much, and everything like that, man. First time I saw him was through the X-Men comics when he made his first appearance.
Okay.
And that was the Jim Lee X-Men, and man, I saw him. I was like, wow.
This is another one that I'm dying to see in the big screen.
Oh yeah, Omega Red.
Like I want to see him
Me too.
out there in the big screen. Him, Sabretooth, and Wolverine like going at it. I would love to see that. That would be like the best.
Do you know who Maverick is?
Maverick? No.
He's part of that circle too.
Oh really?
Yeah. He was a Weapon X. what do you call it? Yeah, and then the next time I saw him was, I'm trying to think of the game, Marvel vs. X-Men, I think. I mean, no, Capcom vs. X-Men. I'm sorry. He was in that game in the arcades, and I'm like, oh, when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's on this game. What? So yeah, I mean, I wasn't very good with him, but just the fact that
he was play with him.
Yeah, that he could play with him, and he was on there. I was like, wow. I was like, guys at Capcom must really like this guy if they put him on here, man. What they should, because it's cool. But yeah, and then after that, yeah, like I said, just more comic appearances here and there. Like I said, he's another one. He's not used very much, but I think he should be.
Yeah.
And like I agree with you. He totally should be in the last team. Well, maybe in this iteration, this next iteration of X-Men, we can see him. Like I said, that would be really great. I mean, he's like, would you say he's like your top 3 villains you want to see on the big screen? That's never had a
100%.
That's never had a big screen adaptation.
I was trying to 100% top 3. I think in the Logan movie, I wanted him to show up so bad. I was like, he has to show up. I mean, they kind of like mentioned it a little bit, like the Striker stuff, but
I mean,
unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Nah, he's probably in my top 3 too for villains I want to see on the big screen that have never been on the big screen before.
We should make an episode on that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you do villains. Maybe you could just do comic characters in general.
Yeah,
that's another top 10. Actually, I'm gonna write it down right now. So, like I said, all right, just moving on.
Number 8, Sabretooth.
Oh, that was kind of low on the list for you, so.
Yeah, I know.
You're just gushing about him 2 minutes ago.
I know. But I mean, this was a pretty hard list for me, actually,
of course,
to like rank. But yeah, the first time I discovered him was also through the X-Men animated series.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, yeah, I wouldn't think that's probably the first time you would see him, because, that was probably his first thing outside of comics. Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw him there, and then obviously in the movies, it's cool that they actually showed him. I would like to see a comic accurate suit.
I mean, that whole thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
His whole like original outfit's kind of weird. Wait, so do you like the guy from X-Men 1, Tyler Mane, or do you like the guy who's in Wolverine Origins?
I have to check it out.
Tyler Mane is dope. I like him, man. I thought he did a good
job. Which one do you like? Tyler Mane?
I think he looked more like him. That holds any weight for you guys out there who the comic purists who like their movie counterparts to be comic book accurate. I think he looked more like him. But as far as
I think the other guy.
But as far as I think personality, the other guy got it. Because Tyler, he barely talked.
I think he looks more like him though. He just needs a little bit longer hair.
Yeah, I mean,
no, they did both good job. They did it both good job.
Yeah, but I think the guy from Origins did a better job, with his dialogue and everything like that. I thought he nailed his personality. Because, like I said, Tyler Mane didn't talk too much in X-Men 1, so we didn't get to. They really treated him like a savage, But yeah, I mean, he's awesome. And I said it before. I'll say it again. Probably the only person that can really get under Wolverine's skin is him. Just by the shit that he tells him and says to him, man. I don't think nobody else has that effect on him. Like I said, they're like joined at the hip. They really are. It's just it's just he's the only one that can do that to him.
Get under.
Yeah, they can do that to him, man. And so like I said, he's yeah, there will be forever linked. Like wherever you see Wolverine, you're gonna be thinking about Sabretooth. If you see Sabretooth, think about Wolverine. So, like I said, it's definitely his. I'd say, yeah, it's his best adversary. I think, you know. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Sabretooth, man. Next.
Next is it's gonna be number 7, Doctor Doom.
Whoa! Wow, bro. 7? Not even in the top 5.
Nah.
Woo! Man. Yeah. Okay.
He's a good villain. It's just I feel like the villains in the top 5 are ones that like I've loved since I was a kid, or like I always.
Okay, so they kind of have a special place in your heart.
Yeah.
I get that. Sentimental.
This isn't based off of strength, because otherwise it'd be totally different. Totally different.
I got you.
But yeah, the first time I saw him was in the Fantastic Four animated series in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And yeah,
which is probably the best one for the cartoons. I think that was the best adaptation as far as animation goes. Yeah, I think.
What did you think about him in the movie?
What, Doom or the Fantastic Four?
The Fantastic Four movie. Like Doom. What did you think about the Doom in Fantastic Four?
It's been so long since I've seen that. I mean, I liked it, but then I love the 4. So, but then again, I didn't watch that last one that they did because I told you that was horrible. Even though I didn't see it, I know it was horrible. Yeah. But I mean, shit. I'd rather watch that Jessica Alba one, like, you know, over and over again.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I think. I didn't have any qualms with it.
Neither do I. I know, but again, people hate that movie. Why do some people shit on movies from the past? You know. But yeah, I mean, I do think they dropped the ball with the second one. Rise of the Silver Surfer, they dropped the ball on that one. They probably should have waited a little bit till technology caught up. Probably should have waited on that, man.
Well, they were probably striking while the
iron's hot. Yeah.
Iron's hot.
Because, man, I mean, if you're going to do Galactus, man. If you're going to do Galactus, man, you got to do him right, man. I'm just saying. So you can't half-ass Galactus, man. Can't do it, man. That's not even half-assing what they did. You know. So yeah. That was my biggest thing. But I thought the Surfer was cool. Like the way he looked, talked, and everything. I was like, oh, I'm like, they nailed that, as far as I'm concerned. But no, just the whole like origin and Galactus and everything. I was like, yeah, I'll kind of mess that up, man. I mean, Chris Evans was a good Johnny Storm, man.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, I liked him the best. Well, I like Johnny the best anyway. But no, he was cool, man. I liked it, man. So yeah, the 4. And Doom, yeah, I gotta say he probably wasn't that good. If I can't remember him too well. You know,
I don't remember.
I don't remember him too well. So again, nobody in Hollywood's listening to this, but like, you gotta cast Doom right. You know, I think more so than the 4. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, we have yet to get a good Doom, in my opinion. We have yet to get a good Doom. So, especially if you want him to be like the antagonist going into like Secret Wars, you know.
Oh yeah, you got to do a good job with it.
Yeah, you have to nail it. You got to get somebody good, man. Like I said, because like I said, he's the catalyst. Like on Secret Wars, like I said, when you get that in like 2 years or whatever, you know. And like I said, if you don't nail him like for his introduction and like casting right, man. And like I said, I don't even know how we cast. I would have to sit down and look at some people. Oh no, we said Cillian Murphy would be a good deal.
Yeah.
Honestly, other than him, I can't think about it right now. But yeah, he would be on my top of my list probably. It's like him and ooh, actually, what about Viggo Mortensen? You know who that is?
No.
Shit. He has a good accent too because Doom's from Liberia. Remember?
Yeah.
So yeah, plus he has a nice accent.
Oh, okay. I googled him.
Yeah.
He would. I think he would do a good job.
Yeah, man. Oh, thanks. So yeah, those are my two people. Did you think anybody off the top of your head besides the Cillian?
I can't think of his name right now, but he's in the show on AMC. Damn. I can't think of it right now.
Can't think of the show?
No. I didn't watch the show, but I would see a bunch of commercials and he... Oh, I think I know what's his name, maybe.
Wait, there's one more person I was looking for.
I think he would make a good Doom.
Oh, John Hamm?
Or no?
I like him though, man. Like I said, actually, you know what I thought he would be good for, but they won't do it. It's like if they actually made a live action like The Dark Knight Returns, I would pick him as Batman. If they did The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it's like an older Bruce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think. Nah, I forgot who they. During that Flash movie, I think they had an older version of Batman.
Yeah.
I forgot who they put in there.
Oh wait, this is another guy.
That guy.
Michael Madsen. I think he would be a good Doom.
Yeah, that's the guy that plays.
He'd be a good Doom.
He's the one who plays Hannibal.
Yeah.
He would be good.
He'd be a good Doom. Okay,
all right. Number 6. Green Goblin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let me guess. Spider-Man the animated series.
Yeah.
First time you see him.
Yep.
Oh, bro. Let's go.
I actually wanted to put him higher since the last movie he was in.
Far From Home.
Yeah, he killed that whole scene.
He's good, bro. Like William Dafoe, he's like good.
Yeah.
Bro. Like I think
that was 100% spot on acting.
I think he's an underrated actor. Like I said, when people talk about like the greats, well, I shouldn't say the greats, but like people still
iconic.
Well, not even iconic, but like people working today that are really good at what they do. Like people don't say his name, I do. Like because he's good.
Yeah,
he's
but that last movie, oh my god. It kind of like made the Green Goblin go from PG-13 to rated R.
I mean, but like he was awesome in the original Spider-Man.
No, don't get me wrong. But like he added a touch of insane.
Well, that's how Norman is.
Yeah, but like I mean, you saw it in the old Spider-Man, but this one was like unhinged, like. He was out for blood. I mean he was like that, but I don't know. He just the fact that he killed his
mom, Aunt May.
Aunt May.
I mean,
was insane. I mean, spoiler alert if no one saw it.
It's like 4 years old, man. You didn't see Far From Home now. You're not a fan. Because in the comics, he's gone through that evolution where he was just like, you know, a little crazy. Then he got a little more psychotic until he was just like completely batshit.
Yeah.
Completely batshit. And that's, like I said, and I think William took that cue. Was like, all right, I'm going to turn it up a notch now in this one. Y'all bringing me back? It's like, I'm going to turn it up a notch, man. So he probably read the later issues of like Norman and all that stuff. Yeah.
Fun fact, he did all his own stunts.
Oh,
a majority of it.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's in good shape for a man his age.
Yeah, but to be doing that,
you know,
good for him.
But no, again, one of these guys who takes the shit he does seriously. You know, like I said, I cannot drive that point home enough, man. I think some of these Hollywood people don't take the shit seriously, man. You know, they're just looking for a paycheck. It's like, all right, I'll guess I'll be in this. You know, whatever. You know, but like, especially like another thing too, I think he's attached himself to that character Like I said, so, I mean, if they ever brought him back for like Secret Wars or something like that, I'm sure he'd be down to do it again, and take up the role because I think like I said, he personalized it. He's like, yeah, I'm the Green Goblin. It's me.
Yeah.
It's my character.
Like, this is my shit.
Yeah. So I get that, man. Okay, Goblin. I got that.
All right. Number 5. This is gonna disappoint you for sure, but number 5 is Thanos. Yep. Shaking my damn head.
5, man. I mean, at least you caught him in the top 5.
Yeah. I couldn't disrespect him that much.
Jesus Christ, man.
Again, most of it is sentimental value versus strength and stuff like that.
Wait, so I'm guessing the first time you saw him was the MCU, or?
Yep.
All
so
right.
I never saw him in the movies or anything like that. I mean, I've seen him like sporadically, but I never like really
got into him.
Yeah. So like I didn't really know
what he's about.
Yep.
All right, I got you. But then
so the MCU came through.
I mean, do you remember the first time? What movie it was?
Wasn't it after Thor?
No. Was it Thor?
At the end credit scene. Where he gone through like a couple of facelifts since the last movie. I think in Thor he was like red and had blue eyes.
Oh, maybe. I mean, the first time. I mean, because I think. Well, I mean, the first time we actually see him like on the throne. Do you remember what movie that was?
No.
Oh, that was after the first Avengers movie.
The
first Avengers movie. That's what we saw. Like, that's what I put. I mean, I knew who it was the first time he spoke.
Yeah. No, I knew it was him when I saw him in the end credit scene.
Mm-hmm. The first time he spoke, I was like, oh, and then of course that just got me really excited. Like, oh man, because you only bring him in if you're gonna do the Infinity Gauntlet. That's the only reason you bring him in. He is like, what do you call it? He's like married to that thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, you think Thanos, you think the Infinity Gauntlet. So if you're bringing him into your movie universe, that means you're gonna do the Infinity Gauntlet. So I was just immediately hyped for that. I was just like, oh, you're bringing him in, which means you're gonna do the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm like, what? We're gonna see this on the big screen? Granted, it wasn't exactly like the comic books, obviously, because rights, But I was definitely satisfied with it. I mean, all right, I'm gonna chill because he's on my list, and I'll talk about him then. Next,
number 4, Venom.
What? Wow. Wow.
Again, I grew up with Venom. And the Spider-Man was probably my favorite animated series. And yeah, Venom.
Or the X-Men?
It was always a battle between the two. But I felt like Peter went through so much shit through the thing by himself that I liked it. But yeah, number 4 is Venom.
So wait a minute. So that's the first time you saw him was on Spider-Man the animated series.
Yep.
So
when was your first?
So you saw the toned down version of him. That's what you saw. Like I said, man, I saw him when he first made his comic book appearance. I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 500. I think it was, or somewhere around there, where I saw a
Amazing
vicious
Spider-Man 299.
Okay, damn, I was really off. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Eddie Brock, Venom. Let's see him destroy Peter. Like I said, I know I said this before. I'll say it again. I don't care. Never seen anybody beat his ass like Venom did when they first met, man. I was just like, my God. I thought he was going to kill him, honestly. I was like, is he going to kill him? Oh, Peter had to get away, as I told you, because he had to figure shit out. He's like, oh, yeah, this is not working for me. Need to go out and regroup. But again, I told you why Eddie was fucking him up though, right?
Why? Oh, because he didn't have the spider senses.
Yes. He can't sense the symbiote. So, like I said, so usually we can see shit coming a mile away. Wasn't the case, man. So, yeah, beat his ass profusely, man. Like I said, I've never seen Peter so fucked up. Never, ever, Which, and also I think that started the trend with the half ripped face off with the mask.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah,
Out of all the characters, he gets fucked up pretty bad.
He kind of does, man. Like I said. Yeah.
They don't really care about him.
But yeah. Venom though, yeah, like I said, so when I saw him, he to me was the definition of villain when I first read him. Like, my God, no mercy, and everything like that. And then he's another guy. Like I said, when I saw him on Marvel vs. Capcom, I was like, oh, they got Venom. Honestly, but they really don't do him justice because, like I said, he can change into anything. Well, he can shape his shit into anything. You only get a handful of things on the video game. You like this fucking guy?
What guy?
Plays Venom in the movie.
No, Venom in the movie. The guy who played Eddie Brock.
The new Venom.
Oh yeah, I like him.
I forgot his name. That's what I was just thinking.
Oh shit. He was the guy who played
Bane. He's Bane. I should know this because I love fucking Bane too. Because I like it when he did that. I'm like,
damn.
Ow.
Damn. Let's see who finds it first. Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Shit. I haven't seen him in so long. That's why I forgot. Well, then again, I didn't watch Venom 2, so that's on me. So you like Tom Hardy's Venom?
Yeah.
All right. Like I said,
he's also toned down in Venom, though.
Well, yeah, because they're making him really an anti-hero. He didn't start out like a straight-up villain.
I think in the next movie, though, he's gonna...
What, he's gonna be a straight-up villain?
I think he's gonna be a little bit more crazier.
No, I would hope so. That would be nice, But, I really wish they started him...
you never saw Venom 2, so...
Yeah, I don't know. But,
that's what I thought.
I wish he would have debuted in a Spider-Man movie so he can be the villain, first, and then graduate to an anti-hero, because I would like to see him beat the shit out of Spider-Man. Like to see that on the big screen.
Yeah, that'd be...
to see that on the big screen and just oh man, and then see him turn around and become an anti-hero and shit. I was just like, oh man, see, that would have been a good arc, man, But no, we didn't get that. So we got him being a good guy right off the jump. Well, anti-hero right off the jump. I was like, ugh. All right. Which I did enjoy the first film. Like I said, didn't see the second film. But as I've been told, we're probably going to see them together in Spider-Man 4. Also, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what Venom 2 made it sound like.
So we'll see. Okay. Stupid question. Eddie Brock, your favorite Venom?
Yeah.
Okay. Because other people have been Venom.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Well, Eddie is Venom for me. Like I said, there's nobody else.
Yeah.
Nobody else. All right. Next.
Number 3, Carnage. Yeah.
Why? He wasn't the original one.
He wasn't, but he's also the crazier one.
Oh.
He's also... He's unhinged.
Ugh. Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
So...
he was just scary. He was scary at one point.
Just because he's more deranged than Eddie makes him... Put him over Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Eddie's not even deranged.
No, he's not. He's a normal guy.
Yeah.
Just who lost his job and wants to kill Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Carnage is just deranged. So there's no method to his madness. He just wants to cause as much chaos as possible.
Yeah, he's a sick one. The fact that because Venom never used like blades. Well, he never shaped him shit into blades. Carnage was the first one to do that.
Yeah, to axes.
Yeah, axes and blades and shit, man.
Hammers.
Yeah, which was cool, obviously. And I like how they differentiate him because he's red, he's not black. Just on apart and everything.
Yeah.
There's a storyline where they both were ganging up on Peter.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're both ganging up on Peter. So obviously he had a rough time.
That was a rough issue for him.
That was a rough day at the office for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm prone to Venom more so than Carnage. That's just me.
Yeah. No, for me, I do like Venom more, but in terms of who I thought was scarier or like worse of the worst was
Carnage.
All right.
Next,
number 2, Magneto.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's
one of the best.
He is. Yes, he is, man.
I want to see him and Doom fight.
Oh, I mean, he would win because Doom's has armor on. Yeah,
no, but isn't that some like weird ass armor type of armor?
No, that's regular armor, man.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure he has different suits, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure Doom isn't stupid enough to walk out in a. Hey, I want to fight you. Let me put on my metal armor.
Yeah. Magneto's great, bro. Like I said, man, I'd probably say not only one of the greatest X-Men villains, probably one of the best Marvel villains, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely.
As you can see by the spot on my list.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, definitely top 5 worthy. Like I said, depends how you ask, but he's in that conversation, like best villains for Marvel. He's in the conversation for sure, like I said. And then again, love his story, man. Love his story.
Yeah.
Man. Like I said,
the reason why he hates humans.
Yep, man, and everything like that, man. Like I said, I just love his story, bro. Like I said, because he's not just being it to be a dick. He has reasoning behind it.
Yeah, and then one thing I do like about the movies is in most of the times he's trying to be peaceful. He's trying to but something happens and
just ruins his life.
Yeah, he has to come out of hiding and fuck shit up and be like, nah, you ain't about to do this shit.
Mm-hmm. And we'll say it again. Michael Fassbender, bro,
is the best.
Is the best Magneto, man. Like I said, I wanted to play Magneto forever, forever. Oh, he's so good at it, man. I'm just like, he's just like capsules that character, bro.
Yeah, he is Magneto.
As far as I can say, I don't want to see anybody else play him, bro. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he's so dope, man. Like I said, he's probably the. Yeah, I'll probably see. He's the reason I like First Class is him.
Yeah. 100% agree.
What's it called? I mean, Professor's cool, but the Magneto though. I didn't like I said. I like Charles, in that movie too, but Magneto, like I said, stole it. He stole that film. Stole it, bro. Oh man. All right, so let me guess. X-Men animated series. First time you've seen him?
Yep.
What'd you call them? So, what did you thought when you first saw him, like, come on screen?
I was like, oh, I like his powers.
Mm-hmm.
I never, as a kid, I never thought that would be, like, a cool power to have. Then And then you just see all the applications he uses it in and stuff like that, and say, "Oh, okay, that's fucking dope."
No, I was the same. Like when I was a kid, I was like, so he controlled a big book, man. But like thinking about it now, logically as an adult, man, the metal's everywhere, literally everywhere,
and it's so it could cause so much harm.
Yeah,
so much harm. You can do so many things. So many things. You can give yourself armor. You can fucking put a pole through somebody's fucking chest.
Like I said, I mean,
you can restrain somebody.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. Like the amount of things that it shows that he does with.
Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? I mean, for a while, he was the most powerful mutant on the planet. You know, what do you call it? They categorized him as that. But then, of course, then we get to the Phoenix and everything like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then, what do you call it? And then, well, then I think somebody else was after. Somebody became more powerful than the Phoenix. I forgot who it was. Another mutant. But, yeah. But, I mean, but he's still in the conversation, though. We're talking about powerful mutants.
Yeah.
He's in the conversation, man. You know, it's like, bro, he is so badass. love Eric, bro. He's so dope, man. I love him in movies, and I love him in comics and in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Every iteration I've seen him in. Like
he's always...
He's top notch, man. Like everything. And, so... Another question about like when you saw him in the cartoon, what's your obviously you didn't know the connection between him and Charles at the time, right?
No, I didn't. No,
him and Charles at the time. So as you watch that entire series and you find out, you know, they were friends and everything, what did you think about that? Or did that just make you like him more?
That made me like him more. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said,
he's fighting for something. You know?
Yeah, you know, it's everything like that, man. And like I said, and when you get older and you watch that shit or read about it, it's like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it, man. I understand.
I get you.
I get it, man. All right, so he was number 2?
Yep.
Number 1.
Are you ready?
I know.
Do you have any guesses?
Yeah, I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I know.
Number 1, the Joker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, before you even go into it, I'm just saying, like, I'll probably say, like, if I were to poll just comic book fans in general, like I said, he would probably be 1 or 2 on most people's list, you know?
Yeah.
He'd probably 1 or 2 on most people's list, you know? Not mine, but not mine. So I don't fault you for that or anything like that, you know? But he is iconic.
Yeah.
At this point.
There's no Batman without Joker.
You know, I mean, in so many iterations we've seen over the years and everything like that, you know? But I mean, he's earned it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, man. Like I said, he like I mentioned before with Sabretooth and Wolverine, how like, you know,
they're attached.
Yeah. These 2 guys are attached to the head, man. Like
100%.
And I think
you could do movies, you could do shows just based off those 2 guys alone. Like that's all that they need. Like. And they could just figure out something, and he'll be there. You know,
and it's just like, and I think he is the one guy that could get under Bruce's skin. You know, like
yeah.
I mean, I can't like said so many things he's put him through the comics. I'm like, man, how come you haven't killed this dude yet?
Yeah,
seriously, I'm like, he would be the. I mean, I can seriously think he would be the one guy he would want to kill. You know, I'm sure he wants to, but I'm saying, but he would be the guy that pushes him over there. But he hasn't done it yet. Like he wheelchair Barbara, kill the Robin,
and he like also rape Barbara.
Yeah, that too. yeah. What do you call it? And then
he killed Robin. Well, he thought he killed Robin.
Well, yeah, he killed Robin. Which one? Oh, and then there's another. Well, I know you know about the original Death in the Family where he killed Robin, but I want to say like probably like 4 or 5 years ago they did another Death in the Family in the comics, but this one was like totally different. No, this one's totally different. But so I don't know why they call it that, but anyway, so he went, bro. So he took everybody close to him: Dick, Alfred, Barbara, Damien. I don't know how he did it. Like I said, I didn't read the story, but I just read the gist of it, which is probably one of those I have to get in paperback. Probably at Comic-Con this year. But had them all, captured them. Don't know how he did it. Then he he cut their faces off.
What?
Yeah. For Bruce to find them.
That's insane.
And still, he's alive. still he's alive. And, it's just like, man, what does he have to do?
He's still trying to figure that out.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's probably why he keeps going back to him. That's why Joker keeps going back to him. He's like, man, what do I have to do? Man? Like I said, man, I mean, I still say he would probably have to kill Alfred. Literally just kill Alfred. I think that would be the only person. I shouldn't say that. Well, Damien too.
But I don't know, man.
But I think more so Alfred, because like I said, Alfred raised him, bro. And it's just like anything happened to Alfred, bro. Like I said, I think that would, he would literally have to kill Alfred. I think for him to, break his own rule. For him to break his own rule, he would have to kill Alfred, man. But that's just my theory about it. But oh man, yeah, he's the worst. He's the worst, man. I say that like as a Batman fan, he's the worst. And shit. And you know what? This is probably something you don't know, but in comic lore, what you call it? Other villains in Gotham would just tell stories about him to scare other villains. That's how fucked up he is, or how his message, has spread through Gotham. Like I said, other villains tell stories about him to scare other villains. It's like, oh man, he's that. And of course, I think we have to mention Harley too.
Yeah.
Harley too. Like I said, the yang to his yang.
But he mistreats her like bad too. He just doesn't care. He's more in love with trying to get Bruce.
Oh, that's
to kill somebody.
If I can weigh in on that, that's probably I think the modern women's sensibility. How many times have I told you how times I've seen girls or talked to girls that seems to be in shitty relationships, but yet they still stay. So yes, I think Batman the animated series was ahead of the curve on that. So yes, I don't get it, but there it is. There you have it. But no, I think, especially the last, probably say 5 years, she's definitely carved out a niche of her own.
Yeah, 100%.
And like I said, I mean, I kind of like her more than him at this point,
Well, I think basically because...
What? Well, I mean, because...
Not that nobody wants to see Joker, but...
We've got shitty interpretations of him recently. I would say.
Yeah.
So
we've only had one. Or two.
Yeah. So just like...
I didn't mind them, but... I mean, the Jared Leto one was crap, but...
yes.
Joaquin Phoenix, I think he did a decent job.
Nope, not gonna watch it.
But yeah, besides the point, that's my number one. He's one of my favorites.
You think?
And when I said the whole Spider-Man thing,
mm-hmm.
I also watched Batman. Yeah, Batman was top of the list too.
I mean, I was gonna ask you something. Okay, one more thing about the Joker, then I'll get into my shit. I don't know. I think it's gonna be hard for me to watch anybody do that. Joker, I mean, on the big screen for me. Just because it's just like, there's no point. There's no point. Just like, because nobody's gonna be as good as Heath. That's just the reality of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Could be like 20 years from now, somebody will come along and just like kill it. But like now, and now I don't see anybody. like I said, you know, and everybody says Joaquin was good. I was like, okay, I'll take your word for it. Still not gonna watch it. But yeah, why don't you just DC Warner Brothers, leave him alone, let him be for a few years. Batman has plenty of villains you can pick from. You know, let's separate those two for a little bit. You know, that's all I ask, man. And then maybe your next Joker will get a more positive reception. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add to that. You know. So that's your list. Obviously, as you were going up it, I knew who number one was going to be. Magneto was a surprise for me to be that high for you. What you call it? The Venom and Carnage thing, I don't understand. Don't understand. And then Thanos, my God, bro, fuck. Oh, but again, like I said, I'm more familiar with him than you are, so I get it, man. All right, so gonna do Cinder's top 10 comic book villains. First, my honorables. 2 people you mentioned that I'm gonna put on there. That is Mr. Freeze. Victor Freeze, man. Again, his story is so compelling to me. That's why I gotta mention him. I mean, he's not in my top 10. I mean, he probably would be in my top 20 if I did a top 20. He would be in there. I love the story, man. Just doing whatever I should say whatever he wants. Whatever he has to be with his wife, man. Like I said, there's something poetic about that, I think. And romantic. You know. And motherfucker's just getting his way. So, like I said, so he has to rough some people up, man. You know, yeah, put them on ice. So yeah, like I said, just one of my favorite Batman villains. Period, bro. The other guy I mentioned is Venom, because he's not in my 10. But yeah, you brought him up to me. I was like, man, like I said. I think me seeing and reading about him for the first time will forever be ingrained in my brain. Like I said, that was one of the best first appearances or debuts that I've ever seen in a comic, man. You know, the fact that you introduce a new villain and he just beats the shit out of the hero, you know, in his first appearance, I'm just like, wow. Okay. So yeah, that'll ever live for me, bro. Ever live in me. So gotta mention Venom, you know, like I said. And so let's hope Spider-Man 4 we get these two together. I want to see that happen, you know. So yeah, those are my honorables. Now going to Cinder's top 10. Third. Let me get my notes. Where is it? All right, here we go. I got it. Found it. Number 10. Oh, I find it ironic how our lists are kind of they're not similar, but how they connect in certain ways. You know what I mean? Because my number 10 is the Joker.
Oh my God, that low?
This is the Joker.
Jeez.
My number 10 is the Joker. I like my villains to be powerful in some aspects, man. You know, whether it be strength, powers, you know, or, you know, in some form or fashion. You know, Joker, he's just sick, man. You know, intelligent and sick.
He can take an ass beating, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pain doesn't seem to be on his radar. He really doesn't register pain, you know. But you know, I mean, other than him, you know, beating the shit out of Robin with a crowbar, I've never seen him just you know, go ham on somebody. Go ham on somebody or like that. But like I said, so I did my list a little different. So I'm gonna give you the created by Bob Crane, obviously. You know, made his first appearance in Batman #1, 1940. For those of you who didn't know. And what you call it? Bob Kane took inspiration from the silent film The Man Who Laughs from 1940. What'd you call it? Like I said, look that up if you want to see where Bob Kane got the inspiration from the Joker from. What'd you call it? I've actually seen this film, like I said, and believe it or not, I watched this film, and like I said, it's a silent film, so everything's emoting, everything like that. But the guy who played the lead guy, like I said, he has a smile on his face, like I said, and has it throughout the whole film. Has it throughout the film. So basically, he's just making, suggestions with his eyes. Like I said, that's his deformity, like the smile, So, I mean, if you want to see, like I said, the inspiration for the Joker, you should watch that. I wanted to know, and I wanted to see it firsthand, so that's why I watched it, man.
Oh, okay.
Which good. You probably can watch it on YouTube, I think, because, like I said, it's 1940. It's black and white. It's silent, so I'm sure somebody fucking uploaded it. Moving along. Number 9 on Cinder's list. The Unstoppable Juggernaut. I have it number 9.
Juggernaut.
Yes, man. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. First appearance, X-Men number 12, man. Came out in 1965. By the way, that comic worth $1,500. It's a Juggernaut, man. He's unstoppable, bro. Like I said, I want to say I'm trying to think what came first, the comic or the cartoon, where I seen him first. I want to say the cartoon. I probably saw him in the cartoon first, I think, before I saw him in the comic. And then, like I said, do you remember that first episode when you saw him?
No.
The episode where he made his debut, bro. What do you call it, man? He was just walking through everything. Like I said, really? Through buildings, trees, everything. He was just walking, just through everything. I'm like, this motherfucker.
He's strong as fuck.
Yeah, just walking through everything, man. Just like a straight line to the X Mansion. That's basically what he was walking, like to the X Mansion, and there's nothing. And it like cars, he just.
He's like, out of my way.
Throwing him to the side and shit, man. I'm just like, wow, this guy, man. And then, like I said, saw him later, and when I started really getting into X-Men books, I was like, wow, yeah, this guy's something else, man. So yeah, I'm a fan of his. Okay, 2 questions for you. 1, where does he get his power? And 2, how can he be defeated?
The helmet.
The helmet for what question?
For both.
Well, if you take his helmet off, he's more prone to
telekinesis.
Yes, psychic attacks. But that's not where his power comes from.
Where does it come from?
What's it called? Well, technically, it's from a power crystal that he has embedded in a helmet. But it's not the helmet itself. It's not the helmet itself.
Okay,
it's a power crystal he has on the helmet. I forgot what it's called. Excuse me, my comic nerds. I forgot. But yeah. So yeah, it's the jewel inside the helmet that gives him his strength. I think it's actually an Egyptian god.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you get to. Dude, he's so awesome though. He's so awesome. Again, have yet to get a good interpretation of him. Because no, Deadpool 2.
What about that? Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm thinking of that crappy X-Men movie. Yeah, Deadpool 2. Yes, Ryan again doing the right thing. So yeah, that was cool. Yes, bring that guy back as Juggernaut. That was cool. When you first saw that movie, did you know that was him? Before they showed him? Yeah, I did too. I was like, oh. I was like, it's the Juggernaut. I'm like, oh.
It's the Juggernaut.
Oh, bro. Still. I mean, that made me love that movie even more. Even though I already loved it. But like, when we get to that halfway point in the middle, and then they were alluding to him, I was like, oh. I'm like, that's got to be the Juggernaut. Can't be anybody else, But yeah, number 8, I have Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. I have at number 8. Created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. First appearance, the new Teen Titans number 2 that came out in 1980. That book is worth $500. Slade, man. Slade, bro. Like I said, man. Well, I mean, most comic fans know this, but I'm going to tell you listeners out there, Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, was the inspiration for Deadpool. So without Deathstroke, we wouldn't got Deadpool. Because Rob Liefeld, who created X-Force and Deadpool, was a fan of Deathstroke, obviously. And a fan of the Teen Titans, the book as a whole. And like I said, he wanted to do something similar. Kind of pay homage, but yet put his own spin on it, man. Because, as you know, both guys use guns and swords and everything like that. But like I said, he would make a carbon copy of it. So he used elements of, like I said, Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe and Spider-Man, because he liked Spider-Man's color scheme. So that was kind of inspiration of it, too. So, yeah. So, for those of you who didn't know. Now, why he's on the list, man. Oh, wait, let me say my first time I saw him. Oh, I told you he debuted in his own book, right? For a villain. Debuted in his own book. Really? Yeah, debuted in his own book, man. Number 1, man. Oh, man. I just saw this dude with a big-ass machine gun and a sword. I'm like, well, I'm sold on that. Big-ass machine gun and a sword. I was like, well, I'm sold on that, man. And like I said, and I like the costume. It looked very unique, and I was just like, oh, I'm sold. Picked up the book, and obviously I don't have that one. I wish I did. His first appearance. But, whoa. And you know what? Like, straight out of the gate, he went for the big guns. I think his first confrontation was with Superman. I'm just like, damn. And not even, like, giving a fuck. Just like, oh, okay. Wow. You just, go for the top dog right off. Just wanted to make your mark, I see. I mean, if you want to make a splash in the DC universe, I mean, with a villain, that's who you go after. Yeah, that's who you go after, man. So good choice there, and just the fact that, like I said, he's an assassin, what you call it, and like I said, very good at what he does, man. Like I said, man. And even though he's been in other people's books and had clashes with other people, he's mainly considered a Teen Titans villain. What do you call it? And I mean, him and Dick are probably probably have the most history, I think. Dick Grayson, because obviously he's a Titan, and was a Titan before he became Nightwing and all that. And like I said, he was always there, man. Like I said, because Dick was a Titan from day one. Well, as soon as the Titans formed, he was there, and then Deathstroke comes along later, being there, becoming their number 1 adversary, So they have history there, like I said, man. And I'd probably say 9 times out of 10, if they fought, Deathstroke would probably win 9 times. Like that, just because of the experience and he fights dirty. He
just wants to go for the win.
Yeah, what's it called, and he'll do whatever. Like I said. So yeah, Deathstroke number 8. Number 7 I have on my list. I have Galactus as number 7 on my list, man. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. First appearance, Fantastic Four, number 48. Mint condition book of that issue will run you $34,000. Let's Galactus, man. Devourer of Worlds, man. Need I say more, really?
No. Yeah, that's...
and he made the Surfer. One of the coolest superheroes, I think. And everything like that. And, yeah. I mean, he's like on God level, really, when you think about it, man. The man can devour planets, man. And he's awesome. I love him. And I told you a couple months ago that if I was to splurge on a toy, you know, they like not giving a fuck how much it costs, it would be a Galactus toy. You know, like I said, that would be my toy splurge, Galactus, because the Marvel Legends do make big ass Galactus toy. I think it's like 3 or 4 feet, something like that.
Damn.
3 or 4 feet, something like that, man. Yeah, I'd buy that. And like I said, if I wanted to splurge on myself, really splurge on myself. Yeah, because I think he's like 500. I think. So yeah, and plus, oh yeah, and his chest lights up and his eyes light up. So he has LED lights on his chest, which is dope.
Pretty dope.
You know, I'm like, yeah. One day I'll get him. One day I'll get him. You know, but Galactus, man. Wait, when's the first time you saw Galactus? I'm asking you these things.
I saw him in the Fantastic Four cartoon. I think that's pretty much when the first time I saw him.
I think these are the other two cats who I think joined the hip, Surfer and Galactus. I think because every time you see the Surfer, you think Galactus is not far behind, and vice versa. You know, so which I kind of like that dynamic, man. All right, assuming we get a FF movie the next couple of years, would you want the next one to be Galactus? I mean, introduce the Surfer and Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have to at this point.
And you got to remake for fuck ups you did before.
Yeah, I think like I said. But look, like I said, but first got to nail that FF movie first, man. You got to nail that FF movie. Then that goes off without a hitch. Then just move into Galactus, the coming of Galactus. That's what they should call it. It's like a film, Fantastic Four, coming of Galactus. You know, I was like, oh man, yeah, oh man. I don't know if they can do it though, man. I lost so much faith in Marvel at this point, or the MCU at this point. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just thinking, we'll see. We'll see. Number 6, I have Magneto is my number 6. Master of Magnetism, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. First appearance, X-Men number 1. I mean, I said it when you brought him up, man. Like I said, he's just awesome, bro. We'll see, man. You know. Of course, Eric Fassbender, awesome as Magneto. You know what you call it, and then, like I said, one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel, and his costume's even cool, bro. Like I said, man. You know, he's had different versions of that costume. It wasn't always the red, like over the years. He has a white one. He has a black one.
I've seen the white one. I've never seen the black one.
Yeah, he has a black one. He has a black one too. And then he has one. I think it's black and red from the original one. You mix them, which is dope, man. And then he's just awesome, bro. Like I said, and he's another one like. I love that he was in like Marvel vs. Capcom too. Yeah, he was awesome. I was like, oh, Magneto is so dope, bro. Like I said, yeah, like he was one of my favorites to use, man. You know, like, so dope, bro. Magneto, yes. All right, moving right along. Number 5, I have Ultron as my number 5, man. Created by Roy Thomas and John Bersaman? Sorry, sir. First appearance, The Avengers, number 55. Well, that book's worth $1,000 if you're wondering.
Shit.
Ultron, man. I want to say, I always thought he was lame. Probably until like 10 years ago when I read... actually, it's probably longer than that, now that I think about it. Okay, maybe like 15 years ago. I read The Age of Ultron, the actual story Age of Ultron. Read it. It's like, oh. Like, man, he's something else. He's something else, man. And then I told you that I'm sure I've told you that what that story is, but you never. I mean, you probably don't remember. Yeah, the comic book version of Age of Ultron.
Not to remember.
Okay, so the Age of Ultron wins basically, defeating the Avengers and everything. So now the whole world is policed by Ultron clones and everything like that. And but of course, there's a handful of heroes who are still left, trying to put the world back to the way it was. And then, out of all options are exhausted, it's like, well, we're gonna have to just go back in time and kill Hank. Kill Hank Pym from making Ultron, so none of this happens. And then it's send Wolverine back in time to kill Hank Pym. So, and then Judge just leads into that, So the whole story. So yeah, that whole story is like awesome, and that's what made me like him. Again, one of the few times the story has made me turn my opinion of a character. And then reading more and more about him is like how he thinks humanity needs to start over and we're like bad, which I totally agree with because humans suck. I'm like, so again, that's another reason I like him because I'm on board with his thinking. Just like, yeah, just like, I mean, because even when you look at the MCU Age of Ultron film and he sees everything, like when he's doing like a history of the Earth, watching all the news footage and everything, all the terrible shit human beings have done over the centuries. And he's like, yeah, you guys need to go. It's like, yeah, all right, I agree with you. Yeah, so that's why I like him. That's why he's in top 5, man. Ultron. Number 4. Man. I have Apocalypse as my number 4, man. Another X-Men villain, obviously. I probably put him above Magneto as far as X people go, just because, well, Magneto, he has some, humanity left in him. Like I said, he can be reasoned with to a certain extent. Apocalypse, on the other hand, it's no reasoning with him whatsoever. Like I said, he what do they call it? Well, like his whole philosophy is survival of the fittest, man. Like I said, he wants to make the perfect mutant between like. Because he always works with, not always, but he mostly works with Mr. Sinister too. I don't know why they have some kind of dynamic together. But yeah, him and Mr. Sinister usually working together. I mean, and Sinister, who was a doctor before he became Mr. Sinister.
A doctor or a scientist?
Scientist. You're right. Yeah. Scientist. And like that, he wanted to, make the perfect mutant, man. And Apocalypse was the perfect mutant to lead his legions of like followers, to make a better world where only the strong survive. So yeah, and plus, he was the first mutant ever. For those of you who didn't know that, he was the first mutant ever. And wait, did you see?
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't like his costume though.
Age of Apocalypse, that's what it is, right? Was it? Yep, it was called Age of Apocalypse.
He looked like Avenues.
Yeah, everybody says that, man. Yeah, they could have did it better. Well, again, if they revisit this again, let's work on that costume, people. We can do better. We can do better. What you call it, man? And plus, Apocalypse is huge, man. Huge. Wait, so you first saw him in the X-Men cartoon?
Yeah.
What you thought after you saw him?
I liked his character there.
Dope, right? Especially, oh man, when he did the whole 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse storyline, on the show, and he like make Gambit like a bad person. I was just like, oh, it's so dope, man. I was just like, oh, he's so cool. Yeah. No, I just like him because, again, extermination of the human race, which I'm all for. And he Nah, he's just so powerful, man. He just really is. And then another person, they really can't kill him. They can only contain him or, incarcerate him. Well, I wouldn't even call it incarceration. That's just like bury him. He can't be killed. He's immortal, man. So he's always gonna come back, man. So that's another reason I like him. He's gonna keep coming. All right. Top 3. Are we ready? Number 3, I have Darkseid from DC, man. This is my first... No, Joker. I was going to say, this is my first DC person? No, Joker is there. So, I have Darkseid from DC. Created by Jack Kirby. First appearance... I told you about this, right? Where he made his first appearance?
No.
He made it in a Jimmy Olsen book. You know who Jimmy Olsen is, right? He's the photographer that always hangs out with Lois.
Oh.
Jimmy Olsen. Yeah. So they gave him his own book, and Darkseid made his first appearance there. Not even in a Superman book or a Justice League book. Yeah. He made his first appearance there. I guess they didn't think he'd probably be anything or something. I don't know why. Oh, God. Anyway, it's Darkseid, man. Ruler of Apocalypse, which is the planet Apocalypse in DC. I'm trying to think about it, like going to what I said earlier about most people probably put the Joker in their 1 or 2 spot for greatest villains and everything. When you talk about DC villains, man, to me, there's nobody better. Darkseid, man. Yeah. Like I said, beat Superman's ass multiple times. That's a title very few can claim. Handful. Handful. And has its own planet, man. What you call it? And like I said, the godlike powers and everything like that, man. And I again, cool costume design, man. Love it. He just looks like a stone person, with the red eyes, with the Omega fires the Omega beams.
And those are the ones where you could.
He can move them around and shit, man. Those are cool like that. And did I ever tell you? I was one of my many jobs I've had over the years was I used to work at Hallmark. Yeah, that's what it was. Hallmark, man. I know. Can you imagine? No. Can you imagine? So sometimes I would have to sit out in front of the store, great people and everything. But at the time, this was when the Justice League cartoon was really on the air and just going full, throttle and everything like that. And I was really into it. It's my favorite thing to watch at that time. And then so I usually stand in front of the store with my arms behind my back Darkseid all the time. All the time, man. And like I said, and finally, recently, I started doing that again when I'm at Bath. Be doing that sometimes. So I'll just and then not noticing that I'm doing it, but it just does it, man.
It's a habit.
Yeah, I just do it. But I just do it. I don't know, just because I think it shows. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word I'm looking for. It shows I guess you're confident. I guess to some extent, to some extent, because I'm really not that confident. But maybe I like to give the impression that I am. So, like I said, they'll standing like that, and plus they don't like you with your hand in your pockets or your arms crossed like this, like you're bored. So I choose to do the Darkseid stance. So that's what I do at work sometimes. But nah, Darkseid is awesome. So. All right. Moving right along. Wait, when was the first time you saw him?
I think it was in the animated series.
Justice League?
Yep.
Okay. Man, that show was so great. It really is. All right. Number 2. I have Victor Von Doom is my number 2, man. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, obviously. First appearance, Fantastic Four, number 5. Which came out in 1962. I mean, anybody who reads comics knows Doom. Well, I should say, anybody who reads Marvel comics knows Doom. And he's like a god among men. He really is. Like I said, this guy's had the Infinity Gauntlet, the Silver Surface of Powers, the Cosmic Cube. He's had the Ultimate Nullifier, man. He has a working time machine. He has his own continent that he rules. Oh,
Latveria,
man. Right? Yeah, Latveria, man. What you call it? I mean, he slept with Sue. I mean, he's done it all, man. Like I said, if I was him, I'd just retire at this point. Like, you got nothing to prove, man. You know, it's like, you're the GOAT. It's like, you did it all, man. You know, what you call it? He's gone back in time, obviously back and forth, man. You know, he's had the powers of the Beyonder. That's another thing he's done.
Damn. I didn't know about that one.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, yeah. Because any power level in Marvel you can think of, he's gotten. At some point or another. That's why I like him so much. Like I said, well, that's one of the reasons why I like him so much. 2, costume is really fucking cool. 3, like I said, man has his own continent, man, where the people worship him, which would be really cool for to have. I would imagine. And he's the second smartest man in the Marvel universe, man, behind Reed. So it's just like, yeah, he has it all. He has it all, like I said. And even, this is something I found out recently. You know Franklin has a sister, which I didn't know until recently. You know that, right?
Really?
So, yeah. So, Sue and Rita they had Franklin, and now they have another girl who's younger than Franklin, obviously. And, And she likes Doom.
She does?
Yeah, she likes him. Because she feels like, I don't know, I guess Reed is too much of a puss, to put it in layman's terms, you know. So she gravitates towards Doom, you know, or anything like that. You know, and not only admires his intelligence, but she feels like, you know, he would do what needs to be done if things come to her, where Reed would probably be a little hesitant. You know, he would have to think about shit, which he does. You know, think about, well, all the consequences and everything like that. We're doing would just be like, no, I thought it out and this will work. You know, and that's why I'm going to do it. You know? So, yeah. I forgot their kid's name, though. I mean, the girl, her name. But, yeah. And, so, yeah, all those reasons I love Doom. All those reasons and more. Like I said. And, wait. One more thing I got to add. Like I said, just one more thing to the many things that I've already said. But another thing why I appreciate him so much and like him as a character, you know, being that that his face is disfigured, and that's why he wears the metal mask. And being that someone who never shows his face on public media, social media, I should say. Because honestly, if I'm being real, like I said, because I don't think I'm that attractive, that's why I don't show my face on my socials. But so I can relate to hiding your face and everything like that. So that's the one thing I wanted to add to that. So that's why Doom is number 2 for me, man. Like I said, I don't know. There may come a time where he might go past my number 1. Like I said, he's that dope. I like him that much. You know, as a whole, man. I mean, depending on how this next Doom is in the next Fantastic Four film, like I said, that might be the thing.
that puts him
yeah. Like I said, if this guy nails it and they do it right, I'm like, oh, well, he got the throne. He got the throne, man. But speaking of which, going to number 1, and that is, anybody who knows me knows who this is. You know, and that is the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, man. Now, I know a lot of you know him from the MCU, but I knew him before that. You know, because I read the Infinity Gauntlet book You know, so I knew about this whole thing before MCU happened. Everything that, and I think what immediately drew me to him as a comic book character was the fact that he just laid out everybody, man. Just like, I've never seen a supervillain just, you know, decimate pretty much an entire universe. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Wow, you know, which made me take notice. You know, just like, wow, that's impressive, man. Really, you know. And then, of course, after that, I just got more into him and stuff like that, and just like, yeah, then got more of his backstory, and like he kind of like, you know, pretty much destroyed his own planet, and wiped his race out, so yeah, I get that too. And oh wait, I want to clear something up too, which probably a non-comic book readers probably don't know, and that is the difference between the MCU Thanos and then the comic book Thanos. So, as we know in the MCU, his whole thing was to make the universe balance. That's why he wanted to wipe half of the universe out. I was like, all right, it's fine. But in the comics, that wasn't his reason. That wasn't his reason. So in the comics, well, first of all, in the comics, there wasn't no half shit. He just wanted to get rid of everybody. No half. And the reason why he wanted to do this, man. You want to know why? Because I know I never told you this, because I just kidding me right now. Just thought,
no, why?
Because he has a fascination with death. Now, in Marvel Comics, death is a woman.
Oh, yeah.
That's
she likes
Carnage. Yeah. She likes Carnage. Yeah, those two are constantly at each other's throat for her, and so he did that just to, you know, get her attention and do this. Is like, hey, look what I can do, and I did this for you, you know. So again, for a woman, he killed practically killed off an entire universe for a woman. You know, let that sink in for a minute. So yeah. Now, all right. Well, let me ask you a question. Now that I just told you that, would you run with that with the MCU, or you like what they did?
No, I like the way they did it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't touch it. I mean, I like that storyline. But I feel like it wouldn't play as well throughout the whole
MCU.
Yeah.
If it was just for death.
Yeah.
Just for death. Like I said. No, I'm glad they didn't go that route, believe it or not. Yeah. I like the way MCU handled it. I was like, yeah, balance. Balance, like I said. I mean, honestly, like I said, if I had the power, like I said, I'd probably take more than half. But that's just me. Well, that's just me. What do you call it? But no, I like the way to do it. And then again, I have to give it up for Josh Brolin, man. Yeah, he killed it. And then doing the Thanos for the MCU. Again, never have a better villain. I'm telling you, we won't have a better Marvel movie villain than Thanos. I'm saying it now. Like I said, again, hope I'm wrong. But I won't be. I won't be. What you call it? I mean, really. I mean, who we got? Kang. He's crap. Even if this guy comes back, who knows if that's gonna happen? What do you call it? Doom. We don't have a Doom. We don't know if we don't know if Galactus is gonna be a thing. Hopefully, he will be. You know. I mean, you're running out of options here. You know, I mean, as far as like big headlining super Marvel villains, you know what I mean?
Well, they could always use the Doom.
What I'm saying? Well, I'm saying we haven't got there yet. Like I said, I mean, everything has to go into place though. Like everything has to work. The guy has to be right. Movie has to be right. Script has to be right. Costume has to be right. You know, and then, but I don't think they're gonna check every box. If you know what I mean. You know, think it's going to be lacking. Thanos, though, the build up, the anticipation, man, the what do you call it? Because the performance, again, Josh Brolin killing it, you know, and even the way he looked, man, again, not comic book accurate. Oh, damn it. Forgot. I don't have my dudes out. No, because I actually have a comic book Thanos figure and I have a movie Thanos figure. I was going to show you both of them side by side. I do like the comic book version better, but in the context of film, that was as good as you can get, I think, in my opinion. You know, like I said, because we all know everything's not going to be 100% accurate to comics. Some things you just can't do in live action.
Yeah.
You know, or some things just don't look right.
Like we were just talking about it, like the Sabretooth's costume would look weird.
Yeah. Like I said, some things just won't look right, you know. So for what they were working off of, you know, and what they put out, I like it, you know. And like I said, he will always be my number one. Like I said, unless, like I said, replace Doom, kills it. Replace Doom, kills it, knocks it on apart. That will, you know, boost Doom over Thanos. But till then, Thanos will be my number one. Like I said, and
for now.
All right. So one more question about Thanos. So the fact that I just told you that he did all that in the books for death, what does that make you have any kind of difference of opinion of him or anything?
No, yeah, I heard about his story before. He was more brutal in the comics.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And more mad, like he's mad.
Yeah, that's why they call him the Mad Titan. Yeah, like I said.
But no, yeah. I mean, if I would have seen him more in cartoons and stuff, maybe I would have put him higher.
Mm-hmm. Because you're just working off what you've seen in the MCU pretty much, right? Yeah. So I get that, you know. So let me answer the question though. Like, do you value him any less or more?
No, the same.
Yeah, just the same.
Yeah, because I knew about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Like the original story arc.
Yeah, okay. But you just rang a bell. You just remember. Yeah. You don't remember. What do you call it? I don't know. I guess. I mean, I still like him, obviously, but then again, when I think about it, it's like, Stanley and Jack Kirby were thinking, they were thinking something, you know, just like, he did all that for a woman. All that for a woman, man. Like I said. The lengths, bro. Like I said, maybe that's why I'm still single. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I would destroy a universe for somebody. If I did, it would be for myself, not for anybody else. It would be for myself. Like I said, no. But that is Cinder's top 10 supervillains that I love from comics. Boy, this is a long one. Sorry. But
it was a lot of content to cover.
It was. But I mean, I think our Heroes one is about the same. No, actually, this one's a little longer.
Well, we did go on from that rant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we went on that Batman rant and everything like that. But just, you know, it's going to happen when we talk about Batman. We talk about Magneto. Yeah, we kind of went off on Magneto, too.
We derailed a couple times.
Yeah, so sorry about that. But, I mean, if you made it all the way to the end, you know, thank you. You know, and then you could help us out tremendously by subscribing to my channel, Cinder's Playlist, you know, and subscribing.
Did you just say Cinder's Playlist?
Cinder's Playground. Thank you. Cinder's Playlist. I don't know why I did that. So if you're not subscribed to Cinder's Playground, subscribe, you know, and you can receive more podcasts, you know, and we get notified when we drop these. And obviously, I don't just do podcasts. I do food reviews. I do video game plays. And I do unboxings. So, like I said, you got all that stuff here on the channel. And then, like I said, especially this latter part of the year, a lot of Gonna get a lot of content, probably multiple uploads a week. Multiple multiple uploads a week. So you definitely want to subscribe, man, if you're not already. Like I said, and if you are, and if you watch the videos, give me that thumbs up too, because like I said, I will appreciate it. We will appreciate it. You know, what you call it? It makes us feel a little bit good and gives us that drive to do better. You know, what you call it? And yeah. And before I turn it over to this guy, one more programming note. So up until this point, we have been doing YouTube and podcast stations for the podcast, like, you know, like Spotify, Amazon, and stuff like that. But going forward after this week, we were strictly and exclusively be putting the podcast on my channel here on YouTube at Cinder's Playground. So no more audios for you guys. I mean, maybe once in a while.
Yeah, we could do it. We could like upload maybe clips and stuff.
Yeah, maybe once in a while, stuff like that, man. But like I said, I'm not like I said, because we were putting a lot of effort into it and money, and money into it, and then feels like we weren't getting enough traction. Not until I started putting my episodes on YouTube that I've gotten really good feedback and really good buzz about the show. So that's why we decided to strictly focus on putting the podcast on YouTube. So just a programming note, you know, for you people out there, and you know, in playing in my playground. So yeah, throw it over to this guy.
And I'm Jose. You can follow me on Instagram at JoseCE90. Let us know what your top villains are, or if you thought any of our villains should have been ranked differently. Let us know. Or if you have any show suggestions, you know, you could throw them in there as well.
All right. So, like I said, I am Cinder. He's Jose. What's it called? If you want, you can contact me on my Instagram at Cinder666. What do they call it? I usually post about this very show, and I post cool shit I find on the internet. And what you call it? And you also follow me because, you know, once in a while I do polls on what to cover here on the podcast. So if you want to get in on that action, follow me on Instagram. Till then, I am Cinder. And we will talk to you guys later.
Peace out.